Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the number one Chief Rock in Knicks universe. Your main man, Uncle Freezy, just coming through on a Sunday morning. Want to talk just a little bit, not rocking forever, but just coming through just to rock for a little bit. Touch bases since we hadn't seen each other since Friday night. Just wanted to go over a few things. I didn't do a slide thing this morning. I was, working on the other joints that'll be coming up after this. The 718 boys be coming your way at 10 a.m. and old school Knicks at 11 a.m. So I wanted to just jump in this space just real quick. And 718 boys at 10 and old school Knicks at 11. DSJ is in the house. What's good, man? Edwin is in the house. So I want to address these elephants that are in the room. Bo, they got Wi-Fi's in the building. What's good, boss? Good to see you. I want to address these elephants in the room. I want to get out ahead of a few things because I know the narratives are gonna, from YouTubers, the narratives are gonna change, ebb and flow as time goes along. Let me first welcome DiVincenzo to the New York Knicks. T. Smith is in the building. Let me welcome DiVincenzo to the New York Knicks. Let me first say this. DiVincenzo is my type of player. Right? Illmatic is in the building. Sean Dubb is in the building. Keith Turner, my guy, was happening. Every 6'4" guard is not built the same. Right? And y'all know by now that I lean more towards athleticism than I do just playing hard. I prefer for it to be 50-50 and not just, hey, I play hard. It gives the appearance that I'm doing something. I don't like that. And I don't like just a pure athlete guy that does nothing on the floor. And it's one of the reasons why it seems as if I always had an issue with Obi. And it's because I always had an issue with what Obi was and not who he is. But I'm going to speak to the ginger, right? I'm going to speak to the ginger, right? While every NBA player is not perfect, and while you can find 9 points a game and 4 rebounds from anywhere, what you can't find just anywhere is intangible stuff. Like you can't find intangible stuff, right? Oh, is that for me? Thank you. Oh, this is high. You must have heard me talking. The pipe's going bad already. You'll never find. That's Miss Mocha, y'all. Thank you, Miss Mocha. Okay. Hey, is there any more cold water in here? That's one. Oh, I didn't know. We having a side conversation, y'all. We are having a side conversation while we live on the internet, right? But yeah, Dante DiVincenzo is my type of player. Now, is he the finishing piece? No, right? I understand that. I understand that Dante DiVincenzo is not a finishing piece, right? I understand that. What I do, though, however, understand or think has happened is that the Knicks understood for a while. Juju in the building, DDS, what's happening? I think what the Knicks have understood for a while is you can't survive in this league without one thing or the other, right? You can't survive in this league with some type of mismatch, right? For instance, if they had signed Seth Curry, I would have been just as excited because Seth Curry, while he's not athletic, he's not a playmaker, he brings a certain thing to the table, right? And y'all know his last name is Curry. So you know what Seth Curry brings to the table, something that's going to be there every night, right? Seth Curry's mismatch in the NBA is he is a shooter. Right? Now, with that said, Dante DiVincenzo brings something to the table every night that even if he's off a little bit, Tom from Huntington is in the building. Dante DiVincenzo brings something to the table every night, and that is very good athleticism. I thought it was elite one time. I think the injuries may have robbed him some. But thinking back over the years, I remember when the Knicks tried to trade up in the draft to get Jaden Ivey, a 6'4" athlete. I remember when the Knicks spent a bunch of time trying to trade for Zach LaVine, a 6'5" athlete. I remember when the Knicks tried to trade for Donovan Mitchell, a 6'2" athlete. And by adding Dante DiVincenzo, the Knicks upgrade athleticism. Now, I'm not putting Dante DiVincenzo in a class with LaVine or Donovan Mitchell, but I do think he upgrades the athleticism in the backcourt. Right? I do think he upgrades the athleticism. Man, y'all see? Yo, y'all are wilding out, man. Y'all are wilding. And what I'm gonna say is this one is give Ginger a chance. Thank you. Ooh, this is cold. That morning water, y'all. So what I'm saying to you guys is I think we upgraded in the backcourt. Now, while Dante DiVincenzo is not going to be an elite playmaker, I think he adds to the depth. And I honestly think he was brought here to push Quentin Grimes. I don't want to have this thought, but I think that might be right. My issue with DiVincenzo is, for one reason or another, just like Josh Hart, he can't stick on one team. And then got here, the Knicks found a journeyman and is wanting to give him and gave him the bag. It's the same thing they did in February when they traded for Josh Hart. A journeyman cast off guy, can't find a role, does seem to have requisite pieces. I mean, is a piece. My only issue is the Tom Thibodeau effect. What is Tom Thibodeau going to do? Now that Tom Thibodeau, in theory, has his Alec Burks and Reggie Bullock, what is he going to do with them? Now that Tom Thibodeau has his Kirk Heinrich and Keith Bogans, what is he going to do with them? My question to Tom Thibodeau is, now that you found love, what are you going to do with it? Because Tom Thibodeau loves these type of the Keith Bogan, Kirk Heinrich, Chris Dunn, Ronnie Brewer, Tony Snell types of players. Tibbs, now that you have your Ronnie Brewer, what are you going to do with him? Tibbs, now that you have the Heinrich maneuver, what are you going to do with him? And for those watching, for those and those chatting, and for those just watching, and for those watching on that are watching this on replay, thank you for rocking with me. I appreciate it. I just had some thoughts that I wanted to share, and I wanted to kind of get y'all feedback also. So thank y'all for rocking with me. You know what I'm saying, early this morning. I appreciate y'all. 718 boys coming your way at 10 a.m. And old school Knicks coming your way at 11. C-Mac is in the house. Our guy, C-Mac says, what's C-Mac? Okay. We are the New York Midgets now. Well, you know Tibbs is a chubby chaser, right? And if you know that, and you see something that you see him do the same, then you can't really blame him. Tibbs has a certain archetype that he likes, and he's going to go with that. My question to you guys is based on the offseason moves that you've seen the front office make. Where do you see this team in 365 days? My question is, do we plan on making moves once the season starts? Louisiana Knicks is in the building. And Keith Turner says, with so much drama in the LBC. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. Keith Turner says, all these guards, a trade has to be coming. I think I may agree, but oh my God. Man, listen. Me and Bodega Wi-Fi, I guess we like kindred spirits. Because he said he wanted to trade Fournier for McBuckets, off the bench, of course, and sign Torrey Craig and TJ Warren. Yes! My mans! I don't know if you saw the show where Dre and I were talking about similar moves. The Torrey Craig and TJ Warren especially. That's my pit bull, Benny. He every time somebody goes outside, he thinks he has to go. I think that's exactly what it is. I think that's exactly what it is. You know what I mean? And so my Fritz Alcindor is in the house. Fritz Alcindor, great job running in the Knicks, by the way. I rewatched it. I think if I would have kept up the pace, it would have been more fun. So that was my fault, but Fritz Alcindor did a great job. So where do you envision the Knicks 365 days from today? I'll give you my take first. So my take on it is, I think this team is an Eastern Conference Finals team. As of today, I don't see Milwaukee being better than us. I don't see Philadelphia being better than us. My issue, though, is I think Cleveland may have made the necessary steps to get better than us. And I know we don't respect them, but you have to respect their grind. I see Cleveland and Boston being the top two, with us being third, Milwaukee being four, Philly being five, Atlanta maybe being six. Or you never know. Maybe Toronto bounces back. Maybe Orlando takes that step. Maybe Indiana. Maybe that Tyrese Halliburton, Ben Mathurin, Obi Toppin, Jarris Walker scenario becomes something. Buddy Hield. Maybe that becomes something. But in my opinion, as we sit here today, and I'm not saying this for the sake of getting a rise out of the chat. Y'all know I really like talking basketball, right? Basketball is my favorite sport. Bruce Washington, you're right, and I did sleep on Miami. Miami is in the mix. Bruce Washington, you're absolutely right. Miami did slip my mind. Hey, that great job there, bro. That's a great catch. That was a great catch. I forgot about Miami's going to be good also. Yeah, y'all hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. Support your boys. Hit that like button as we continue to grow and put out great content for you guys. Hang in there with us as we morph and kind of see what you like and dislike and try to kind of cater to that. What I don't want to get into though, or let me. Well, since I have it at the fore of my mind, I'm just gonna say it. What I don't want to get into is the weird speculative thing of, oh, we're saving assets just in case a star player might become available. I think that's a weird ESPN narrative. I think that is a Brian Windhorst saving face narrative. Man, these headphones make my ears itch, man. I got to get me some quality headphones. I got to get some quality headphones, man. I got to stop being so cheap, man. And while it's on my mind, shout out to Rel and King Kai, We Talk Mavs. Shout out to Demand and all the fellas at We Talk Hawks. Shout out to my guy Jay Ellis. I just talked to him or texted with him yesterday. Shout out to Jay Ellis and the Nick of Time show. Shout out to them guys. Shout out to Sam Russell and Nothing But Knicks. They had the big event in not in the city, but yesterday. Shout out to those guys. Specifically want to shout out Jay Ellis and Nick of Time show. Might be something on the horizon with us. You know, don't know. Everybody busy. Shout out to We Talk Mavs and We Talk Hawks. Definitely something coming. We're definitely do a recap of what we've seen. But if I just want to stay on a certain point real quick. I'm not interested in the whole storehouse of assets thing. Yo, shout out to Hardwell in the building. For the love of the game, they back, baby. I see y'all. Shout out to Worldwide L. Queens get the money. I'm not really interested in the whole storehouse of assets theory. Right? I'm not interested in the whole, oh, we're saving up for a rainy day. I don't want to hear that. That ain't me. If somebody has something smart to say in terms of that narrative, if it's not just a conspiracy theory, I'm here for it. But don't kick the can down the road for me. Right? Every time we kick the can, every time we get to the can, we just kick it down the road. No. To me, that's not interesting. I'm a sports fan. I'm a basketball fan. I'm a Knicks fan. So when you pitch this thing of kicking the can down the road, I'm not really here for it. I like to hear smart ideas and narratives, suggestions, thoughts from smart people that are not just smart and not have good ideas, but they're relative in the moment. If that's you, listen, I want to listen to you. Right? But just blaming somebody and then kicking the can down the road, I can't deal. I think you guys deserve better. I think Knicks fans in general deserve better because we've been through too much not to get something. So don't tell me to wait 50 years and then wait 5 more years. Nah, no. The son of the legend, Kerry Cox, is in the building. Rod B is in the building. What's good? Oh, let me call people by name. Gerard B. I'm sorry. Gerard B is in the building. I keep forgetting, sometimes I get comfortable with y'all. Sometimes I get comfortable with y'all, and sometimes I overshoot it. Right? So Gerard B, my bad, man. Don't take that as disrespect, man. I was just trying to show some love. So my thing is this. If your Leon Rose continue to make the move like this, the DiVincenzo moves, right? But don't hold us hostage, right? Don't hold us hostage. Hold us in a moment, having us thinking that something is coming down the road and it's really not. Respect us. So if you're Knicks fans, I'm asking you to respect yourselves and everyone else in Knicks universe. Because the theory of I'm gonna save these assets for another 2 years just in case Anthony Edwards gets disgruntled, man, come on. Okay. So what are we gonna do for these 2 years then? While we wait for the impossible not to occur. People were already hitting me with the whole Donovan Mitchell in 2 years theory, and I'm here to tell you, as a fan, as a lover of Donovan Mitchell, I'm not waiting 2 years. I'm moving on. Making people wait in relationships doesn't do relationships good. People get frustrated with waiting on something that's promised. My homeboy did that one time to a lady and she left him. They had been dating for like 5 years. And after like 2 years, he was like, yo, I really want to marry you. I'm not ready. I just need some time to get myself right. And she waited on this dude, my homeboy, right? After 3 years, she left him. Right? She just left him right here, right in front of us. She was like, I'm out. I can't waste my time. Can't waste my life waiting. I can't keep wasting my time waiting on you. Just can't. For some of us, we were babies. For some of us, we were babies when the Knicks won their 2 championships. I was an arm baby, man. I was a toddler when the Knicks won 2 championships. Those championships aren't mine. Since that time, it's been 50 years. And you want me to wait 3 more years in case LaMelo gets disgruntled? Nah, do respect. Be respectful of these platforms and such. You know what I'm saying? Remember that even though we see names on the screen, it's people behind these names. Right? When you see Don P 914, it's a person back there behind that. You just can't tell Don P, yo, wait 3 more years. I know we ain't won in 50 years. Wait 3 more years just in case. When Wembanyama becomes disgruntled in 4 years, we'll be right here. Nah, let's not do that. Let's not do the waiting game. Bully in the building. Make sure y'all check out the 718 boys coming your way at 10 a.m. Bully them, they fully loaded. Man, I talked to Bully this morning. He getting Corey Lee. Him and Corey Lee got a surprise coming y'all way. So with that said, I also don't want to be a prisoner of the moment. I'd personally like to see the Knicks make a move that's significant. I'd like to see the Knicks make a significant move. If you guys, what move do you think the Knicks should make that'll be significant? Is there a significant move out there that the Knicks should make? I'd like to see a significant move. I'd like to see the questions that we have about the roster answered. Whoa. Okay. Bodega Wi-Fi says Embiid is a significant move. Wow. King Poppy NYK is in the building. Fritz Alcindor says, Carl Anthony Towns isn't popular, but it would definitely put us into the conversation. Wow. Jet Life for Life is in the building. King Poppy says Joel Embiid is the move. Turner says Embiid displays. Embiid disappears in the playoffs. He's worse than Randall. Yeah, a lot of big men. If you don't have a lot of shooting, if you don't have a lot of shooting, man, then bigs can be schemed out of games. I think it's one of the things that fans don't necessarily realize. With the paint packed in the playoffs and anything goes under the rim, the physicality. If you notice, the guys that disappear in the playoffs all are big guys. DeAndre Ayton's, Anthony Davis, Karl Anthony Towns, Joel Embiid, Julius Randles. They are all, man, you know, if they don't have an elite ability to drive the paint, if they're not Giannis or Jokic, they disappear. They disappear. Wow, Alfred Griffin coming in strong. IQ and Mitch for DeAndre Ayton. Wow, wow. Wow. Jarrell is in the building. What's good, man? What I would say to it is this. I wouldn't mind seeing a consolidation of talent. I wouldn't mind seeing, instead of us being deep 1 through 12, I'd rather see us extremely deep 1 through 7. Right? And hear me out when I say this, right? Today, the roster looks like Brunson and Grimes, RJ Randall, Mitch. The second unit is Quickly, Ginger, Hart, Hartenstein, and then situationally, we're talking about Sims, Roby. Holy crap! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are y'all telling me Isaiah Roby is the Obi Toppin replacement? Get out of here. I know that it just come to me live on. I know that didn't just come to me in a live stream, bro. Wait a minute. I know that thought didn't just come to me in a live stream. Are y'all serious? Tibbs and them are high on Isaiah Roby? Chat, help me with this. I'm gonna table the depth conversation for a second. Y'all help me out with this. Are y'all serious? Are y'all serious, man? DSJ, nah. Jericho Sims is not his replacement, bro. Isaiah Roby might be Obi Toppin's replacement. Are y'all serious? Are y'all saying the writing was on the? Y'all are saying the writing was on the wall the entire time with Obi Toppin. Are y'all serious? So the Knicks bring in a young athletic banger that can score a little bit, can handle. Oh my God! Are y'all telling me the writing was on the wall the whole time? Is that why Obi was tripping demanding the trade? So Roby's not as athletic as Obi, but he's bigger, stronger, and he can do the little stuff. The kid Isaiah Roby reminds me of a bigger vending machine version of Grant Williams. I'm not talking about dollar store. I'm not talking about Walmart version. I'm not talking about Target version of Grant Williams. I'm talking about, I think Isaiah Roby is a vending machine version of Grant Williams. The ghetto intellect is in the building. Are we saying, did Obi know this? Is that why he was tripping? Is that why Obi was? Did they talk to Obi? Did they tell Obi the reason why his minutes are diminished is because he don't fit? And they went out and got Roby in season? I got to think about this. Somebody help me think my way through this, right? Because when I did I was like, yo, Brunson Grimes, RJ Randall, Mitch, DiVincenzo and Quickly, Hart and Roby and Hartenstein. And the dudes that are situational, Trevor Keels, Jericho Sims, and Deuce McBride. Nah, hey, Williams, nah, J. Will, nah. I'm asking a question. I'm not saying he is one way or the other. What I'm asking everyone is to think about this thing. Could that have been a possibility? I don't know. What I do know is when I saw him play in OKC, bodies always flying. All I know is him and that dude, Kenrick Williams, when they played together in OKC, bodies always, people always on the floor. So at the moment, yeah, I think that dude I think he's like 6'8", 240. If memory serves. If memory serves, I think he's like 240. 6'8", 240. I think that's what he is. I'm gonna look him up. Roby. Yeah, this is him. 6'8", 230. I'm sorry, 6'8", 230. He's 25, the cat out of Nebraska. Six eight 230. Okay. And listen, And for those that just like to laugh, those that just find humor in everything, and I respect that. So you get rid of an Obadiah and you add in Isaiah. You get rid of the Obadiah and then you add an Isaiah to the rotation. Okay. So on that second unit, you'll have Isaiah, and Emmanuel. For those that just find humor and stuff, for those that just like to laugh, for those that like to cut up and maybe like to troll a little bit, you get rid of Obadiah and you add in Isaiah to keep the theme going. Leon, not perfect. I'm still thankful what he did before the Obi trade. He's not going to get everything right. Right. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Jay Will says, holy Knickerbocker. Yo, that is hilarious. That's hilarious. T. Williams, Felicia Lee, AC in the building. Salute y'all. Good morning. Yeah, so I'm in a place. I don't understand. I didn't see the Isaiah Roby thing coming. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna. Bronx Mel is in the building. Building blocks was good, man. So if you're just coming through the door, man, please hit that like button. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. Isaiah Roby, it just dawned on me. Now, I know this is going to be controversial, right? I know this is going to be controversial, but I think Isaiah Roby is a better player than Jericho Sims. And it's not because I dislike Jericho, because I love Jericho, right? I love Jericho Sims, right? But I think he may still need more time to develop. Jericho is raw. And so I'm not saying Jericho is a bad person or player or teammate or any of that stuff. What I am saying is that I don't know if Jericho is going to get minutes at the 5. Let me just make it plain. I don't think Jericho Sims is going to get minutes at the 5. I think he'll get situational minutes at the 5. But the Isaiah Roby kid can play the 3 and the 4. Right? Is he strictly a 3? No. Is he strictly a 4? No. He can handle a little bit. His handles will surprise you, sneak up on you. I think he may be the fit that the Knicks need. Possibly. My only thing, though, is Dutch B is in the building. My only thing, though, is will Tom Thibodeau play 13 guys over the course of the season? I'm not talking about his rotation. Because y'all know I hate talking about Tom Thibodeau rotations, bro. That's the worst topic in Knicks universe. Tom Thibodeau rotations. Cats be like, Tom Thibodeau, he don't play such and such. I don't care. Win. Can you win or lose? I don't care. Can Tom Thibodeau win basketball games? I don't care nothing about rotations. I just don't. I don't care that Randall played 37 minutes and Obi played 11. I don't care. Did we win? Did we win? I don't care about winning with style. I just care about winning because we've lost for so long that I don't want to lose with style versus winning ugly. I just want to win big. Knicks Nation is in the building. Salute. Knicks Nation says Roby knows his role. Roby is not going to be unhappy with the role. Yep. Grant, he's a vending machine. Grant Williams, y'all. That's what he is. He's not a dollar store. Grant Williams. He's a vending machine. Grant Williams. So what I'm going to say to you guys is the Knicks are about 14 deep, and I don't like that. The Knicks are about 14 deep, and I don't like it. I think we may have to consolidate. It looked as if I was overthinking it, and I probably was. Basically, what I'm getting at is, I think it may be time to consolidate, and not consolidate in a big way, like, go get Joel Embiid. Because if they go get Joel Embiid, okay. If they go get Joel Embiid, okay. If they go get Cat, okay. If you bring in Cat, my only issue with Cat is I think you have to bring in balance the floor for Cat. If you bring in DeAndre Ayton, you got to bring in another guard with Brunson to help balance the floor for Ayton. Because Ayton is probably a third best player that wants to be the number one best player, and you can't fault him for that. Can you fault a player for wanting to be better than their numbers indicate? No, you can't. You can't. You always want cats to be better, want to be better, not just show up on payday. Like if you notice all their game, they always play their best on Friday night. Nah, I don't want the Friday night guy. I don't want the paycheck guy. I want the guy. Like I like Emmanuel Quickly. I like the fact that he wants to be a starter. I like the fact that he's not accepting a role on, you know what I'm saying? I like the fact that he's pushing the people ahead of him for minutes. I do think it's time though that the Knicks make because a team that's 13 deep generally means that there is no high level talent at the top of the roster. And while I do think Jalen Brunson is a megastar, And I think Julius Randle is a star where we want to be is something greater than that. I think we want to be something greater than that. What do y'all think? Hotline Bling is in the building. It depends on what needle you're talking about. Are you talking about the buzz needle? If you're talking about just creating buzz during the summer, no. If you're talking about making us a championship contender, maybe not. Maybe not, but at the same time, I think it's. I'll give you an example. I think Emmanuel Quickly, Quentin Grimes, and RJ Barrett are the stones that the builder refused. Right? Like those three guys are the stones that the builder refused, right? They're taken out of the equation. You bring in more guys, and then when you go back, you're like, dang, we missing something. What are we missing? Oh, you know what we're missing? We're missing IQ, Grimes, and RJ. And then you bring them back and put them in the equation, and it's a perfect fit. So just real quick, the 718 boys are coming up fast and furious. The 718 boys are headed your way in a few minutes, and they have special guests for you guys. I don't want to give it away. I want them to introduce it. But if you hadn't seen their thumbnail, they are itching to take over this microphone. But here's my thing. Here's my thing about the Obi trade. Obi, we appreciate you, bro. We appreciate your contribution. And as you go off to another place to become whatever it is that you become, we appreciated your 3 years here. Sometimes situations show everything, right? Situations show everything. And in this situation, Obadiah couldn't be Obadiah. What I will tell you, though, is this. It concerns me. It concerns me that now Obi is traded. So it puts me in the mindset that the Knicks can't develop young talent. It concerns me. Now, my belief is that Emmanuel Quickly is a starter. And my belief is that RJ Barrett is going to continue to get better year after year. And my belief is Grimes is going to have a Paul George, Kawhi Leonard type impact. But at the same time, you also have to look at this front office will correct mistakes. Obi was a mistake. They corrected it. Not Obi the player, not Obi the person, but Obi the situation was a mistake. And they corrected it. And they tend to do that. But if you see, dang, Sirius B read my mind. Serious B, can you? Serious B, can you let me rock the mic, please? Serious B. Shout out to Serious B. Shout out to Serious B, right? So my thing is, if there is a trade coming and the Knicks trade away young talent like Quickly and RJ, or Quickly and Grimes, or RJ and Grimes, or some combination, it'll make me think, I'm not even gonna lie to you, it'll make me think that this front office is not good at drafting, but they will correct their mistakes. This front office, if they could, because Obi's gone, Deuce McBride's not playing, Quickly has been in trade talks, Jokic has not been here, Trevor Kills is off the radar. It makes me think that this front office and the previous front office is not good at drafting. And unlike the previous front office, this regime will correct mistakes. They won't let stuff fester. So Obi's gone, and if we see a trade coming down the pipeline or speculation where Grimes is in it, or RJ's in it, or Quickly is in it, I would think where there's smoke, there's fire. Even though I felt like those three guys are the stones that the builder refused. Like, go make up your roster and then bring them three guys back, and those three guys will be more impactful than anybody you bring in outside of megastars. Shout out to Paris Duggar. Paris Duggar said, yeah, man, if you just left them alone and just let them develop, man, we'd be champions in a couple years. Hey, Paris Duggar, you know what? I'm going to say this. I think you say 2025, and I'm saying 2024. Well, I guess we talking about the same. I'm thinking like 2 years. Whatever 2 years is from today. Whatever 2 years is from today is, and I stated that on previous shows. I think I told the Queen Bee that, and I think they laughed at me because they say I say a lot. I do say a lot of stuff. What I will say, though, is even though I believe this, what I believe is not important. It's what the front office believes. It's what Tibbs believes. Is Tom Thibodeau going to be patient enough? Is Tom Thibodeau going to be patient enough? Is Tibbs going to be patient enough to allow these kids to develop, meanwhile juggling winning games? And Tom Thibodeau has some things that are not on his side. For example, Tom Thibodeau has 2 years left on his contract. And Tom Thibodeau is in his 60s. And those two things generally, NBA teams generally don't give big extensions to older coaches. And no disrespect to anybody in their 50s or 60s. Y'all know how life works. I'm there. Trust me, I know. I know. If Blorange Tears could find a younger Uncle Freezy that could connect with all audiences, I'd be out of here. if Blorange Tears could find a young Freezy to do what I do and connect with young people and all that stuff, I'd be out of here. They're not giving me an extension because I like to do it the old school way. I'm old school. I talk old school. All my relationships is old school. I'm kind of like Tibbs in a way. But with that said, if you're the front office, don't you have to make a decision? Are you going to change coaches or change players? Are you going to change coaches or change players? You can only change players so much before the fan base is like, well, maybe it's not the band, maybe it's not the orchestra, maybe it's the conductor. $718 boys coming your way in like 20 minutes. Thank y'all for watching. Shout out We Talk Hawks, We Talk Mavs, Nothing But Knicks. They had the event yesterday. Shout out to Jay Ellis, Nick of Time Show. Anthony D and myself are coming back at around 11-ish for Old School Knicks. Coming your way in the next few moments is the 718 boys, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Great way to start the week. I'm going to see y'all in a little bit, y'all. Peace.